Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the 10 at 10 for January 14th of 2025. I'm Matt, this is my brother Tim, and we make up MrMaple.com. We had 7 days a week of maple-related content here on the Mr. Maple Show. We hope by the end of the video, we'll earn your subscription.
Now, y'all, we're going to talk about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on MrMaple.com. That means at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when they should be going live on Mr. Maple. Y'all, let's get into it. We're going to start off with Acer Palmatum Winter Flame.
Now, this is a really brightly colored coral bark. Winter Flame is going to work zone 6 through zone 9, medium in its size to small, so it's one of the smaller coral barks, not one of those ones like Senkaku, it's very big, typically 6 to 8 foot in that 10-year period. Absolutely beautiful bark on this one. It really lights up the winter months.
A little denser habit on this as well, so it's going to fit in a smaller space. Gives you some good yellow fall color in the fall before the leaves drop to reveal this beautiful, beautiful red bark. And this is one of those winter interest trees that really lights up that winter garden.
You're gonna love it, guys. Great for the container garden, great for that coral bark where you don't want something that's gonna kind of outgrow the space. A little smaller here long term, nice twist of the leaf. You're gonna absolutely love Winter Flame.
Y'all, next up we've got Chamilia Pink Icicle. And this is a zone 6 camellia, extremely hardy, and it's got double pink blooms.
You know, Barry Inger once did a talk called What's Chillin' with Cold Hardy Camellias. Love that. Got to get Barry on the podcast one day. If you're watching, Barry, we're still getting you on the podcast. Chamilia, Pink Icicle, zone 6. I mean, that's awesome. We're zone 6B in the mountains of western North Carolina. When we can grow a camellia that has a beautiful pink flower like this, absolutely next level. This one's for the cold people in the colder zones that want to grow some of those southern camellias that you see in Alabama, but we're up here in the mountains. We get to do this one though.
And people have always said, which zone 6 camellia should I get? I'm telling you, if you don't leave with a pink icicle today, you're missing out.
It's one of the best.
It's one of the best. The double blooms are amazing. That's one of the reasons I put it in today's 10 at 10 video, because it's a next level camellia with those double pink blooms and being extremely cold hardy.
Find out what's chilling with cold hardy camellias. Grab you a pink icicle today. It's a fan favorite. Let's bring back Acer Palmatum Kuru Hime.
Yeah, Kuru Hime is a dwarf Japanese maple with a dense compact habit, a little more upright than many of the other dwarfs.
Awesome little tree, guys. I love this one for midsummer. It's got a lot of great colors throughout the season. I like when it has kind of that bluish green older growth, and then you get that pink new growth over top of it. The tree wants to grow in kind of a small U-shape, very multi-stemmed. Absolutely one of the quintessential maples to be grown in a container garden.
I'll tell you, the springtime when it first leaves out with that pink color, with that rounded ball shape, I mean, you're gonna fall in love with it then as well. It is a next level, newer introduction from Japan. It was introduced in the United States somewhere around 2008, 2009. Y'all, this is a next level, awesome Japanese maple. Great for containers, great for the small places in the garden.
At only 4 to 5 feet in 10 years, this one looks great in a conifer garden. I mentioned the container garden, but no dwarf maple garden is complete. I have one in my Makawa garden. It's a tree you're gonna love for adding different color contrast. Grab your Kuru Hime on Mr. Maple today. These are gonna work zones 5 through 9 with a nice compact structure. All right, Tim, what are these monstrosities, these big giants right here?
Yo, we've got some Nishigawa rooted cuttings. These are a little bit larger than what we typically call a 1 gallon. It's an amazing selection that has really nice bark structures, but these are rooted cuttings, so if you're looking for that bonsai aspect, you're looking to grow this in a container, this is an awesome tree to do that with.
You guys keep asking for the bonsai material. You keep asking for the rooted cutting pine barks. We got it here for you today. Guys, Nishigawa gets that pine bark characteristic, that fissured bark going on. Great fall color. I mean, electric fall color, green serrated leaf in the summer. And I've had oranges, reds, and yellows on this, mostly bold orange and red on this one in the fall, but I've had it be so next level for a palmatum. Heat tolerant, durable, does great from rooted cuttings. You know, one of the easiest ways to create a rooted cutting is from a plant that is already a rooted cutting. That's a little nurseryman trick. So if you want to air layer and do rooted cuttings off these, they will take easier than a grafted air layer.
Y'all, Nishigawa with a pine bark maple. This tree provides a unique bark interest that gets really fissured like a pine. And it makes this Japanese maple look like it's very old at an earlier age. You're already starting to see some of the pine bark starting right now on these 1 gallons. Y'all, they typically, with Nishigawa, you can have almost a completely barked up tree in 9 to 10 years, making that tree appear close to 30, 40, 50 years old because of that aged pine bark.
Awesome plant. Again, these are in our 1.5, so a little tricky on the sizes. Big 1 gallons. I think you're gonna love these. These are not gonna last long. Grab you a rooted cutting Nishigawa today on the 10 at 10. All right, Tim, what's next?
Next up, we've got Acer Shirasanum Green Flag. This is a smaller Acer Shirasanum selection, 4 to 5 feet in 10 years. Probably a Shirasanum hybrid with palmatum, not one you commonly see in the nursery trade.
Green flag, awesome, guys. It'll have you raising the red flag on not buying any more trees. You're gonna say, I'm going green flag on this one. I'm going in. I'm getting my first tree of 2025. It's ready for spring. If you love Shirosodums, if you love full moons, it's a must-have. It's got a nice large Shirosodum style leaf with that kind of almost Kelly green foliage to it in the spring. A very crisp, clean green coloration. And just an all-around great plant. I love that smaller stature to it as well.
It's one we don't offer frequently on Mr. Maple, so when these get listed today, they are going to sell it quickly. Make sure you check out fast because our website doesn't hold it for you until you complete that checkout process.
Hey, if you're worried about having too many red flags to be dateable, add a green flag to your garden. This says, nothing says green flag, no red flags, like having an Acer Shirosodum green flag.
Guys, you may wonder why I often say trees sell out quickly. Make sure you check out fast. Our website doesn't hold it for you. That's because every single week, we get emails saying I had it in my cart, I was going to check out, add some more things to the cart, and what I had sold out. And they're mad because our website didn't hold it for you. I just try to let you know that on the front end so you know to check out quickly.
I'm holding it right now for you. Hurry, get this green flag. They're going to be gone at 10 a.m.
Next up, we've got a Japanese maple Mario and Pitbull both love.
Yeah, it's Mr. 305. It's worldwide. Guys, we've got Fireball coming back for you guys. My kids are nuts over Mario. It's made a full comeback. That's like my kid's favorite thing is Mario now. Fireball, one of the best compact dwarf reds you'll ever see for a Japanese maple. This one's compact, it's dense, it's got great coloration, and it really fits that Fireball mold because it's typically a 4x4 ball shape with some of the best red colors.
This was found as a selection, a witch's broom, by Dave Vercade on his way to go visit Nancy Vermeulen, the people that introduced Burgundy lace. Crazy that he just happened to spot one randomly on a different Japanese maple on the way to go see her. An amazing small compact form. Get you a Fireball today.
Was that your Pitbull impersonation?
I try.
You gotta rap a little bit for the people, man. Come on. You did sing Gold Digger last time. Guys, Fireball is awesome. I'll make Mario sounds. That's all I'm gonna do. It's awesome. Love this one. Great container plant. Pairs so great with other Japanese maples, especially because of that smaller stature. Another one that I think is really nice for the conifer garden. You can put that deciduous splash in your conifer landscape. Grab you a Fireball. Fireball.
Fireball.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I like Pitbull. I think we'd be friends if we met him. Next up, we've got Oregon Sunset.
Y'all, Oregon Sunset bringing back in some 1 gallons. We'd sold out of our 1 gallons. We sold out of our 2 gallons. Y'all bringing back some large 1 gallons of the selection. It is a unique red selection that has a nice spreading out form. One of the most underrated Japanese maples.
If we keep talking about how underrated Oregon Sunset is, I think it's just going to be rated just right. You know what I mean? I think the rating is going to get up there. I love the shape of this one. You can see these are starting to do it. It gets that wide shape with like a plateau going on. So once you see this one in the landscape, it's very distinctive. A deep red with a large leaf. Guys, when this one hits its fall color though, that's where the sunset comes in. Oranges and reds create a flame color going on Oregon Sunset. I think it's one of the cooler trees for container gardening or in the ground. I think somebody should use this as a bonsai as well because that shape is so unique. It literally makes this upright widespread with a plateau.
And it has almost larger like bloodgood style leaves, almost like in the pink, I mean that bigger leaf to it. But then the new growth on the new growth flushes are deeply divided, giving distinctive texture on the same plant. Awesome plant. Love the shape that this tree makes though. I mean, it just looks like a big bonsai out there in the garden.
These are big ones too. I mean, look at those.
And it doesn't get very tall. Give some morning sun protection from the hot afternoon sun in most hot climates. And this tree is going to thrive, do well, make an awesome specimen out there, and give you some amazing fall color.
Hey, help us get Oregon Sunset to its accurate rating in the maple world. We think it's underrated. I think this one is criminally underrated for how cool the shape is because nothing else is shaped like this one. And so when you see it in the landscape, you see it at Ed Shin's, you see it at the J.C. Ralston, we saw it at Sarah P. Duke, we even saw it down at Gibbs Gardens, immediately riding through the garden or driving through or just on a stroll. That's an Oregon Sunset. That shape is so unique, absolutely next level. Grab you one today. No Japanese maple garden's complete without an Oregon Sunset. All right, guys, next up, we got a variegated Pinus thunbergii, Alcha Matsu.
Yeah, sometimes it's called Pinus thunbergii Alcha. Matsu actually means black pine, and this is a Japanese black pine, so really it's just the cultivar name is Alcha, which refers to the yellow variegation on this Japanese black pine. It's got that green and the yellow together, giving good color contrast. And we see a specimen of this. It's pretty awesome.
I love Japanese black pines. They're probably my favorite species of conifer. They're durable. I just love the way they grow. I think the structure to them is immaculate. This one with that variegation is super next level. It's going to show out in the garden. You're getting that variegation, that yellow, even some faint whites on that light green. Really brings a next level coloration. These are in some of our 2-gallon sizes here today. I love them though. Thunderhead and all the other Japanese black pines are so durable. They're plants you can grow in so many different settings. I mean, from all the different ones we've done in the past, the variegated ones get all the attention. I mean, you know, you'll see Thunderhead in like a Bojangles parking lot. This one you ain't gonna find in a Bojangles parking lot.
Now, the Pinus and Berkshire are salt tolerant, heat tolerant, pollution tolerant, easy to grow. They can grow on the coast. I mean, that's just insane. And then on top of that, you get the variegation. This is one that's highly prized by collectors and will sell out quickly.
Grab you an Alcha Matsu, plant it in a Bojangles parking lot, enjoy it every time you get your biscuits.
And then you can just say, hey, Matt, you were wrong. There's an Alcha Matsu in a Bojangles parking lot. You know, Matt, I bet there's some people in this country who don't know what Bojangles is.
Sad for them. Jubilee is the jubilant feeling I have sometimes when I eat my chicken biscuit. Jubilee is a great plant. This is a Talon Buckhalt's introduction. We've got these here in our 3 gallons today. Guys, great sizes. Look at these trees. Well branched, well developed, coming from our Buckhalt's farm. This is one of those new ghosts that's super next level. And I think you're going to want to add this one to your collection if you don't have it already, in some instant gratification sizes.
Now, one thing I've learned about Jubilee is it's not as upright as something like Amber Ghost. It is actually a little more shorter and denser, makes a really awesome tree out there in the landscape, but it's going to be almost equally tall as it is wide.
Mine's almost like a pink ball in the spring. I mean, it's crazy.
And it gives you some really nice amber hues on Jubilee itself. It's funny that Talon introduced Jubilee Celebration.
He said because he wants everybody to know he's such a cheerful guy.
Exactly. And, y'all, amazing new selection. Part of those new Ghosts by Talon Buckhalt. Gives you some good red fall colors as well. Love Jubilee.
Grab you one today in some instant gratification, 3 gallons, Jubilee coming your way. All right, guys, let's bring back a fan favorite and a cold tolerant favorite. We've got Acer Pseudosmoldianum hazelcus, often referred to as Northern Glow on the trademark.
Now, this is a chance seedling that was found as a hybrid by Ed Hazelkus. Ed Hazelkus he's the groundbreaking guy who found a lot of the Acer Pseudosmoldianum, found that it crossed with palmatum, and found that you could get amazing fall color, everything people love about Acer palmatum in an Acer Pseudosmoldianum for a Zone 4. Later it was trademarked and given that name Northern Glow. Now,
Northern Glow is a cold tolerant maple, wants to be very multi-stemmed, beautiful upright, great orangey red fall colors, typically bold oranges on this one in the fall, lush green leaf, large leaf. The leaf can actually remind a lot of people of like an Acer japonicum because it has such a big divided leaf to it. Reminds me a little bit of what I like about like Maikujaku. So it kind of has that kind of vibe to me a little bit. Beautiful plant though.
The branch structure does as well. I mean, it stays very dense, compact, looks very much like something like a Maikujaku like you're talking about. Y'all, this is one of the Zone 4 plants. That means they can go down to negative 30 degrees. Many of y'all who are in a Zone 5, this is a phenomenal plant for you as well. It's fine for everybody because it's an amazing fall color Japanese maple. One of the better fall color Japanese maples you can find.
I love it. Wants to be multi-stemmed, a little wide to it. You know, typically 8 foot in 10 years. Easy to be equally 8 to 10 foot wide. Kind of a nice little wide plateau there. Absolutely gorgeous fall color. I mean, when it hits that orange, when it hits peak orange, this one's beautiful. Grab you one today in some instant gratification size. We got some big guys here. Guys, this is our 10 at 10 for today. If you like this kind of content and you've stuck around this long, I hope you subscribe to our channel. You know, if you like Japanese maples, like the channel, but if you love them, you got to share the video.
And guys, we've got 10 other Japanese maples in an email you can sign up for on MrMaple.com.
The secret list.
The secret list. We appreciate y'all jumping in today. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.